Hey, what's up everyone? Paul from Grindhouse Funnyhouse, and today is a collection update for September 2019. I got a moderate amount of movies. I tempered myself. I would say I went for quality over quantity. That's what I did. So I got VHS's, DVDs. No, that's not true. I got one DVD. Blu-rays, and I got shirts. This beautiful shirt right here is from Redbubble. This is obviously a Shaw Brothers t-shirt, the famous Hong Kong studio that made all those amazing Kung Fu movies in the 70s. And the other t-shirt I will premiere in my next video, which is my blaxploitation collection. I've been talking about it for so goddamn long. It is about time I do it, and I have all the time in the world now. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on that. So first up, VHS's. That's right, they're right here. First one being Survivor. It is a movie about an astronaut that witnessed a nuclear explosion on the planet, the last explosion, I guess, that destroys most of the Earth. And Richard Bull from Night Court is in this movie. I mostly got this one because it's not on DVD, it's not on Blu-ray, and I'm a sucker for only on the VHS titles, so I got it. It is a blind buy, and Vestron Video released it too, so why the hell not? Blind buy, that's a good blind buy. And then I got Basic Training, which is obviously a sort of a police academy ripoff, but this one is on a military base. It looks very wacky, looks very 80s. There's no big names in this. Who the hell is Andrew Sugarman as the director? I don't know, but a friend of mine, Francis Lavoie, gave me to me when he came to the Requiem Fair Fest, and I very much appreciate it. He knows I like this kind of junk, because let's be honest, it's not always the best. So yeah, Basic Training. So this is it for VHS's. My one and only DVD I got, and it's a pretty good one. It's been on my want list for the longest time. It is Larry Cohen's directorial debut, and it is Bone, with my man Yaphet Kotto and Joyce Van Patten. It was a pretty bold movie for 1972. It's really about like race relation. It's also around the home invasion. It's Yaphet that comes in and takes over and takes hostage a rich couple from Beverly Hills, and then all sorts of crazy wackiness ensues. And it's one of those Cohen movies I have yet to see. There's a few left, and there's a few left that I want to fill out with my collection, because Larry Cohen is one of my favorite directors. Rest in peace. And Blue Underground released this, so I kind of bite the bullet and bought it on DVD. And of course, a couple weeks from now, Blue Underground's gonna announce like a Blu-ray release or something. But for now, you know, I got the DVD, and it's mighty fine with me. So that's it for DVDs, or DVD. Powerhouse Film, a UK Blu-ray label, their Indicator series. They did a sale last month. They do this once a year where they drastically reduces the price on their titles, and they can be expensive. So I always make a list during the year of what I would want to scoop up during that sale, and I had 4 titles I wanted, and I got. So first one being The Stone Killer, a Charles Bronson movie, directed by Michael Winner. They've done quite a few films together over the years when Bronson was alive. This was made after The Mechanic, but before Death Wish. So you could see like the era. It was 1973. This is it's about a mafia don avenging the killings of other mafia dons, and Charles Bronson gets a hold of this and then gets on the case, and yeah, it looks this cop plays dirty. Let's hope so. I like dirty cops. So there's plenty of special features. I'm not gonna read them all, but if you wanna freeze frame this thing, here it is. So yeah, The Stone Killer. That's one. Number two, The China Syndrome, a 1979 movie starring Michael Douglas, Jane Fonda, and Jack Lemmon. And this came out, I believe, a few months before the nuclear incident in 3 Mile Island, and it's almost as if they were prescient about it and they foresaw this happening. I've always wanted to see this one, and I don't know if you've seen the HBO series Chernobyl back in was it like early June or beginning of July? It was freaking fantastic. And it made me want to check this one out. And since it went on sale, I grabbed it. And here are the special features if you want to see up close. And can't wait to dig into this one. Up next is Hardcore, another 1979 movie from Paul Schrader, magnificent writer of Taxi Driver. And last year he directed First Reform with Ethan Hawke. This movie is also starring Peter Boyle. It's about a man, being George C. Scott, who finds out that his daughter disappears, and through his search of her, figures out that she's a porn star, and it freaks him the hell out.
Turn it off!
George C. Scott. Hardcore.
Turn it off!
And he acts the hell out of this movie, at least for the trailer, because I haven't seen it yet, but I've always wanted to. So Hardcore looks pretty damn good. And finally, for the Indicator series, another one of my favorite movie directors, a genius, a comedy genius, Albert Brooks, and Modern Romance. And this movie is about, well, a film editor who breaks up with his girlfriend, and it's just something about that breakup that makes him spiral out of control. It just like loses his mind, and but it's a funny, freak out, if you will. Here are the special features here. And it is a classic of his. It's one of his early films from 1981. I had it on DVD, wanted it on Blu-ray. I got it. So here it is, Modern Romance. So that's it for the Indicator series. I got 3 more Blu-rays. This one is from the VHS cover collection series from Mill Creek. They've released quite a few of those in the last few months. And this one is The New Kids. It is a Sean S. Cunningham film. Sean S. Cunningham being the director of the first Friday the 13th movie. It stars Lori Loughlin, James Spader, Eric Stoltz. It's about, I think, a brother and sister comes into a new school, and then they're not well received, and a vicious gang of youths, and James Spader being like the gang leader, try to stir some shit up, and it sounds very 80s. It's I can't wait to actually see it, because I haven't quite had much time this last month to watch movies. This is the cover of the Blu-ray, which looks like crap. I much prefer the original poster. And yeah, man, can't wait to check this one out for Mill Creek. And then the Umbrella Entertainment Blu-ray label from Australia kindly sent me 2 movies to review. And if any other Blu-ray labels out there is watching this right now, I'm always willing and able to receive copies to review at my leisure. So do not be shy to contact me. So first up, I picked a Brian Trenchard Smith double feature, which is Day of the Panther and Strike of the Panther, aka Fists of Blood. Brian Trenchard Smith is well known for being a director of exploitation movies, Ozploitation, as they call them, in Australia. He is their best, I would say, director of that kind of movies. I have many of them. I have BMX Bandits. I have Drive-In. What's the one? The Drive-In. That Drive-In. So many, but it's not. I'll list them here right now because my memory sucks. But Days of the Panther and Strike of the Panther. It looks cheesy as hell. It's my kind of movie. Just that cover alone made me want to watch it, and I will. Oh, I will. Yes, I will. And another Ozploitation title. It is Dark Age, about a killer croc on the loose, and trying to catch them because they've been eating folks in villages and stuff. And this came out, I believe, was it 1990 or 1987? But regardless, it looks hella fun. Can't wait to dig into Dark Ages. And that's it. That's it for Blu-rays. So I got 4 soundtrack last month. 2 I really, really wanted. One was a surprise. One I ordered online. And the other one was a nice little bonus. So first up, it is The Hard Way. Ooh, The Hard Way. How much do I love this film? It is a John Badham film from 1991 starring Michael J. Fox, James Woods. There's LL Cool J in his first movie. This is Arthur B. Rubinstein that did the soundtrack, and it is from Varèse Sarabande, which is one of my favorite soundtrack label. I'm trying to collect on my list on Discogs. I have a list of all the Varèse Sarabande titles I want. There's at least 120, and some of them are crazy expensive, like hundreds of dollars expensive. But you know, when I strike it rich, I will get them all. But in the meantime, I ordered this one, a nice little soundtrack, and it's just a score all around. Sadly, there's not Mama Knock You Out from LL Cool J that you hear in the movie, but it's not on there. But regardless, I'm very happy to get this. I ordered this from Germany. There's a few titles that in Germany they released that were never released in the States. This is one of them. I got another one in mind I want to order soon, and I can't wait to show it to you. But yeah, The Hard Way. That's one. Then, at my favorite record store here in Montreal, Au 33 Tours, I found Blue Thunder, which, funny enough, what a coincidence, it's another John Badham film with Arthur B. Rubinstein, or Steen, doing the score. It's about a super helicopter in Los Angeles that's that Roy Scheider, who plays Frank Murphy, flies around as a cop to catch crooks and criminals. And I thought it was really cool to find this in their bin. So yeah, Blue Thunder. And then, as you may know, or people around me know, I am a huge Bill Murray fan. He is my favorite. I wish he was my dad. Maybe he is my dad. Who knows? But anytime I find a movie of his that I don't have, a soundtrack, T-shirt, post, whatever, I will get. So seeing this in the bin was pretty sweet. And it is Tootsie, starring Dustin Hoffman and Bill Murray, and directed by Sidney Pollack. I haven't seen this movie in ages, but just seeing this for $1 in the bin, I was quite happy with this find. Right there, Tootsie. It's not very Grindhouse Funhousey, but what the hell, it's Bill Murray. So why not? But then I got an actual Bill Murray film soundtrack, and when I saw this in the bin as I was going through it, I audibly gasped when I saw this. I'm sure people around me heard me. I was borderline, like I felt like a tear, because I love this movie so goddamn much. I've probably seen this movie since 1991, once a year for the last 28 years, and it is Scrooged. Oh, Scrooge, I love this movie. And there's classic Christmas movie, obviously. Put a Little Love in Your Heart from Annie Lennox and Al Green. It's on this. There's the weird little Miles Davis instrumental on the street in New York when Bill walks by them. It's on there as well. Buster Poindexter is on this as well, who plays the Ghost of Christmas Past. I can't wait to play it around Christmas time, but just owning this gives me joy. Great joy. So yes, Scrooge. And one last thing I will show you, and I said in the last video, I was thinking about, should I resubscribe, should I not? And then the last day of subscription, before you would have missed out on an issue, I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy the bullet. And yes, I resub to Fangoria. This is the Volume 2, Issue 5, October 2019 issue, with Creepshow, the new show that started on Shudder a couple weeks ago that I should be watching. It's on my USB key right now. I will watch soon. And yes, I bit the bullet, and we got many things. I've yet to read it, so that's why I'm just like skimming through pages here. But I can't wait to get through it. And yeah, I did. It was quite expensive, stupidly expensive, but I could not pass it up. So there you go. I'm a big Fangoria nerd, and that would have been quite dumb of me to not resub. So there you go. That is it for this collection update for September 2019. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram feed at Grindhouse Funhouse, where I post on the daily right here. This month is the 31 Days of Horror Challenge. I've been doing it for the last 5 years. So all movies I'll be watching, I post about them so you can know maybe perhaps what cool horror movies to watch at your parties or on Halloween night. Also, my friend Francis Lavoie that I mentioned earlier just started an English channel called Spooky Celluloid. Usually he does his channel in French, but he's as well, because he's a enterprising young man who wanted to start an English channel. So check it out right here, Celluloid, Spooky Celluloid, and you will enjoy it. I tell you right now, you will enjoy it. Like I mentioned earlier, I will do a blaxploitation video for my movies and vinyls. So this is the next video after this one. I can't wait to do it. Dolomite Is My Name, the new biopic about Rudy Ray Moore, starring Eddie Murphy, that looks quite engaged just from the trailer. It's been getting crazy good reviews. So I want to review it as well, because I love Rudy Ray Moore movies. So I'm going to be on that as well. And in the comment section below, let me know what movies you got in September of 2019. Did you resub to Fangoria? And all that good stuff. But thank you for watching me ramble, as always, because I do that a lot of the time. Please come back soon, and I bid you adieu for now.